So another Andy B 2-minute video, and we've titled this one Fires, Vents and Fuel. Now in our house we've got a log burner, and it's great. It's double-sided, it's got glass on both sides, you can put the logs in from both sides, and it's got to heat a lounge and a dining room that have been knocked into one enormous room. So we're very grateful for this log burner. But it does take a bit of getting used to. When it's working well, it's cranking out the heat. We have to open the doors because it's too hot and it heats the rest of the house. It's amazing. However, it's really important what's the source of the wood. Now, we've been buying logs from the same place. It comes in a big sack. We stack it in the garage and then we bring it through, stick it in the fire, and away you go. But we've noticed with this last batch of logs, it isn't burning quite so well. And our youngest son, Peter, said, well, I've noticed that where we stack the logs is the only part of the garage that actually has any kind of damp coming out when it's raining. And this is the thing about the source of the logs. If they're damp, they're not going to burn so well. The other part of this is I've cleaned the window. I've talked about this before. Clean the windows in the log burner. So it's great. You can see through into the stove. It's awesome. But if the fire isn't burning very well, you get more smoke than flame. And although where there's smoke, there's fire. When there's lots of smoke, you get lots of dirt and soot. And it makes the windows messy. And it's a really great allegory for life. Where is it that we haven't got the vent set right? There's not enough oxygen coming up into the fire to make it burn well. Where have we left the vents open for too long that we're burning ourselves out unnecessarily? The goal of a fire in a house is to generate heat. But it's easy to generate too much heat that disappears up the chimney and not out. So it's a real balancing game of getting enough heat, enough air, the right fuel. All these things have to work well for it to function well. And it's the same in our Christian walks. There's no point in just burning ourselves out because we're spending 30 hours every day in prayer. We need to be out with people and reading the word, and we need to be listening to God. And there's all this stuff to balance. So much like our fire, we've got 4 vents, we've got 2 sets of doors, we've got different logs. Everything has to work well for the fire to work well. So where in your life have you got this need to rebalance some of the stuff you do? Just like our fire. Just a thought.